Hi, I'm Alex Archibald. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity. Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode. Well, on this episode, I am going to dig through a box of stuff that came from the estate of he's passed away now, but he was a colonel in the military. He was a doctor, and he was also knighted. That's a pretty cool guy. And so when I hear that there's potentially medals and coins and collectibles and stuff that came from this estate, of course I'm going to be interested in it. So I was able to strike a deal with the family and end up with a box of stuff. And to be honest with you, I have no idea exactly what I got. We're going to get back to the house. We're going to dig through it. But the provenance is there. This guy was a prominent figure in my community for a number of years and a very interesting fellow. So I'll be excited to go through the box and see what we found. So come dig with me today as I go through a box of really cool stuff. I'm literally just getting back from buying the stuff now. So it's in the trunk. We'll get out of the trunk and on a table, and we'll spread the stuff out and have a look. So hopefully there's some really good treasures in there. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's go. There it is, my box of goodies. We'll get this loaded and packed inside and dig through, and I'm feeling optimistic that hopefully there'll be some good stuff in here. Well, I guess the easiest thing to do is to just kind of grab stuff and pull it out one by one. So we've got a little centennial quarter, not worth the whole pile. Keepsake booklet with 10 coins, 10 golden Jubilee 50-cent coins. So it's got a few of those. Those aren't, they maybe sell for $10, $10 to $15 a set. Little jewelry box. And it's a pin. Civitas. Canadian maple leaf pin. Don't know if that's actually gold or not. The best thing for me to do is probably grab my loop, which is just upstairs, and bring it down. We'll have a closer look. Yeah, okay, there's a little mark I was looking for right there. You can see it right on the bottom, 10 carat. But that's probably a pretty fancy little presentation pin, even outside of the fact that it's gold. But it's good to know that it is a gold pin. It certainly makes it a little bit more desirable than if it wasn't. We'll set that aside. Okay, I'm gonna get these sort of generic, I know these are just kind of generic coin sets. You would have got these at the post office, sort of thing that you'd give away at Christmas time to your kids or grandkids. So, neat, but, not necessarily valuable. What is this? Is it in there? Canada dollar. From 1999, it's got this ship on it. Well, you guys can kind of see that or not. The question is whether it's silver or not. 225th anniversary of the voyage of the Juan Perez and the sighting of Queen Charlotte Islands. Oh, sterling silver dollar. Okay, good. So I'm gonna put anything that's kind of precious metal in that area there. So we got some silver, we got some gold. When I see these little box sets, that makes me a little more excited that it might be something good. I think I've had this one before. It was an aviation set commemorating I think, there we go, $20 coin, silver with gold inlay. Powered flight in Canada, the first 50 years, Gypsy Moth de Havilland. And yeah, that is a sterling silver coin with, I think it's 24 karat gold inset in there. Neat piece. Okay, things are looking up. We're finding some silver, we're finding some gold. Here's a little Olympic box. Another silver coin, 1 ounce of silver. And I think silver is, at least in Canadian dollars, up around $35, $36 an ounce right now. But as a collector coin, it could be worth potentially $75, $80 or so. So nice little collection, nice batch of stuff so far. Here's a big box, a couple big boxes. Let's see what's in here. Oh, just sort of a generic coin set. 1986. Well, if anybody's born in 86, they might want to have something like that. So I'm going to put that in its own category of just normal stuff. These are not silver. This is just going to be, these cards tell you what it is. If you ever get one of these sets, you want to know under composition. So it says nickel, 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 copper, nickel, and bronze. So nothing silver, but they do make sets like this where sometimes it'll be a quarter or a nickel and they will be sterling silver. So you got to really watch and make sure to check the specifications on those things, because you don't want to accidentally sell something for less than you should. Okay. Canada 125th. The box is a little worse for wear, but it's got the inner case here. What do we have? Sometimes these sets have a gold coin in them. If I was lucky enough, I'd find one. 92.5% silver. So this is, this is exactly what I was just talking about. These quarters are silver. And the dollar is, the loonie is not, but all these quarters are silver. And it's one for each province of Canada. So you got Yukon, Ontario, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, every province in here. It's a neat set. I remember when this set came out and people were collecting them. Just, you'd find them in your change, not the silver ones, but they made regular ones too. But that's a good set because it is the silver version of it. Okay, finding some good stuff. I'm gonna pull this plastic bag out here. We're gonna go through this. Now, I do know that his military medals are in here, and being a colonel in the military, you'd expect to find some really impressive stuff. There's also some honorary sort of pins and medals and stuff too, which are collectible, but not as rare as if you get the actual full-on military set. So we've got, oh, that's a Masonic pin, and it's looks like diamonds and gold. Okay, set that aside. Hey, Melissa.
Yes.
Since you're here, do you want to see if that's actually diamond and actually gold? If it's actually gold, I got a loop here, it's probably going to be real diamond. Never seen one of those before. These look like Rotary Club kind of, I don't know, 1908 to 1983. Life-Saving Society, Royal Life-Saving Society of Canada. So little metal set there.
They might actually be diamonds because I can see carbon spots in them.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be
So
diamond for sure.
Like, I don't think it's going to be like the ultimate best quality diamonds, but they're diamonds.
Okay, well, one way to find out is get our diamond tester out. This looks like it's gonna be something fancy whenever you see these sort of cases. Oh, that's the mini medal set. So sometimes when you're awarded medals, you get a little miniature set as well. And that's what this is. This is the mini set. So you can actually wear them around and it doesn't weigh down your outfit like crazy. Now, he was, like I said, this fellow was knighted. His family, sometimes families don't have as much interest in these things as you might expect, but I do have a friend and fellow collector who is former military and actually is building a nice collection, is very respectful of all these items, and they will end up going to a museum down the road. I think that's where his estate is headed, but he'll build a nice diorama and display. So I actually did kind of pick these up with him in mind because he has a lot of other stuff that came out of this estate that I was able to pick up a couple years ago. And I was just trying to finish off the collection, but some pretty impressive stuff so far. And we do want to make sure this stuff goes to the right home when you're dealing with things like military medals and that. There's another one, Life-Saving Society. Another set of service medals there. Just a beautiful little collection of medals here. Now, the big medals would be the ones you'd really want to have in a collection, and those are the ones that are usually a little trickier to come across. Got another box here. More metals. And this would be that 4-H Alberta and Territories branch benefactor. Royal Life Saving Society. There's lots of stuff from the Royal Life Saving Society. Okay. This is a beret with the medic. Let's see. Oh yeah, look. Colonel Schwartz. 1980. So he was still enlisted for a while. I've never had a knighted colonel's collection of stuff before. Not like this. There we go. Look at that. That is the full bar medal set. You got to be kind of top cheese, top brass to get a set like this. That's super impressive. So that's the mini set that matches the big set. And this weighs probably like 10 pounds, maybe something like that. So that would be very heavy to wear around on your lapel. So that's why you get the little mini set like that. But look at that, isn't that something? And another little mini set here too. Different medals, Life Saving Society. These would be like more the awards. Oh, that's World War II era. And another big set of medals right here. Holy cow. What a fella. Merit. This is his, I think that might be from when he was knighted. I wish I knew a little bit more about this stuff, but that's why I'm going to consult with a friend who's a military expert to try and figure out exactly what I have here, and also try and get them in a proper home. This is quite a special little set as well, and looks like it's possibly diamond encrusted, or at least rhinestone. I don't know which. Wow. And it looks like, oh yeah, some ID. Colonel Schwartz, MD. The Colonel's collection of medals from a knight's collection. Well, I can honestly say I've never had a knighted Colonel's collection of medals before. This is an Order of Lazarus medal. I was mistaken. I thought that was something a little fancier. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what some of these medals are or do. I've sent some pictures to a friend of mine who's an expert in military medals, so hopefully I'll know more by the end of this video if he gets back to me. But you guys are getting real-time information as I go through this box. Royal Canadian Mint, silver dollar of the Stanley Cup. Seems like there's more silver in here than I expected, which is good. Some of these things, like this Royal Hawaiian dollar, well, that's 1883. That's actually kind of cool. I have no idea what that's worth. It's not royal coins, replicas, and medallions are made. So is this an actual one? 1969 by Royal Hawaiian Mint. It must be a replica. Replica. Yeah, replica of the only dollar ever minted for the Kingdom of Hawaii. It's still cool though. Still cool. Brisbane Games. Look at this. It's just like a big box of coins. I don't know if you at home would have fun going through a box like this, but for me it is. Official Olympic Precious Metal Commemorative Covers. Okay. 24 karat gold Olympic commemorative cover. So that's a 24 karat gold stamp. There's another one there too. And I think that's the same thing here. And then you've got your generic stuff, like the new uncirculated $2 coin. Well, it's from 96. That is the first year of the toonie, but not worth a whole pile. So you've got like drugstore common stuff mixed in with really, really cool stuff. This one's marked as being silver, 1982. Let's see what it is. What are we looking at here? Silver dollar. Confederation, yeah. So nice little silver dollar. Beautiful little case with the metal maple leaf on it. It is a lot of fun to go through boxes like this. Maltese money. South American money. I don't know if there's full of bills. Probably not worth anything. I feel like their bank has gone through a lot of issues over the years, and this old Brazilian money is probably worthless at this point. Anybody watching at home know? I feel like I've seen videos online of the Brazilian banks, people with dump trucks loaded up with this stuff, and it was basically worthless, but still neat. What year is this from? No idea what year this is from. It's not marked or labeled. That looks a little bit newer because it's got some newer stuff on it. But yeah, a whole bunch of Brazilian money. That's neat. You know, one thing as I'm going through this stuff, my friend got back in touch with me about this, and as I was looking at the medals, you see on the bottom, oh, darn, you can't see. Anyway, on the bottom it has his name. So that one, Major Schwartz. But this other one is Colonel Lynch Staunton, who is a highly decorated colonel who was wounded on D-Day. Why I have his medal in with these others, perhaps they were friends, and I don't know why it's there, but it's there. But there's another guy's medal, and another colonel's medal is in the mix here. So really odd and interesting assortment full of stuff. That said, I'm going to set this stuff aside for now, and we keep digging. Did find this massive, it looks like a coaster, it's so big. And on the back it says The Wagon Boss by Charles M. Russell. The Wagon Boss was the generalissimo of the wagon train of the Old West. But I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of cool, little novelty thing. But then I noticed on the edge, it says, can you see it there? It says sterling. That's sterling silver. That's probably like 5 ounces of silver right there. That's a good chunk of silver. I'll put that in the silver pile. So another silver $20 coin. Dollar, I don't know if that dollar is just a dollar or whether it's silver or not. I have to check on that one. Sometimes they are. But lots of good coins. This pin is kind of interesting too. 1833 to 1933. I'm not able to find much information on this pin. However, it's pre-war, so it's 100-year anniversary of something, 1833 to 1933. It's sterling silver. I do know that the gentleman's wife was in the Olympics around that time, so maybe it has something to do with the Olympics. Just a really interesting family, so you never know with stuff like that. So set that aside. Does anybody at home have an idea what that might be? If you do, put it in the comments below and we'll see if we can figure out the mystery of that pin. And there's all sorts of other little pins in here, from medical service pins, Canadian military pins, and even a spoon with the dollar coin glued onto it. Yeah, it's not super duper valuable, but still cool. What do we have in this special little case? Ooh, that just popped right out. Some little pins in here. 1937 Weltlager ATS Union. And these are, only recently learned that these curved little badges are when you go like hiking in the Alps and stuff, that when you stop along the trail or in a town, you'd get this little thing and you'd stick this on your hiking stick. And they had one of those hiking sticks that was completely full of all these little badges. And there was obviously a few left over that were not put on a stick, and ended up with those. One random earring. The assortment of little things. This looks like chunks of coral, almost. Working my way to the dusty bottom of the box, and look at this. The world's first postage stamp? The penny black, world's first postage stamp. And we got 2 of them here. 1 penny, 1 penny. One is on this letter, which looks like the letter is still in there. I'm curious to know what that says. And then you got a spare one in there too. So postal systems have existed since ancient times. And the first day of issue for the penny black. Few pieces of mail postmarked from that day exist today. One such first day cover now in the National First Day Cover Museum valued over $20,000. It is a treasure. Oh, so this is a replica of the first day cover included in the album, with a genuine penny black. So that's neat. Yeah, so it says the penny black in this album is a genuine example of the world's first postage stamp used. And it's saying only handle it with stamp tongs, etc. This is from 1979, this set. So replica, would be nice if that would have been the real thing. So it says, go ahead and handle that one. It's not worth much. But that one, there we go. I got one of the, I have not one of, I have, I guess, yeah, one of the world's first postage stamps. That's pretty neat. And from what I can see online, this book is probably worth, around $150, $200. So pretty neat thing. If I get the dust off of there, it's a nice little collectible. I don't think there's much more for stamps, but there are certainly some loose coins at the bottom. It's another, these are just Klondike dollars. That's a McDonald's token for 50 cents off your next purchase of a large sandwich. Hey, there's no, redeemable up until October 3rd, 1983. Darn, missed my chance. But that is a silver coin there. So it's good to go through the bottom of the box and just make sure you're not missing out on anything. Sometimes these little coins can be silver too. Edmonton, capital of Alberta. Canada's industrial frontier token. Kind of neat. 82 silver coin, 84 silver dollar. Okay, let's get this all laid out here and we'll do a complete overview of what we found. Well, this is everything that came out of the box. We've got this great assortment of medals from 2 different colonels, as it turns out. The Order of Lazarus medal. We've got all these silver coins, and some of them actually weren't coins. This is a silver 1976 Olympic silver stamp. Now, it's a 25-cent stamp, but it's silver. It's an ounce of silver. And there's a few of those. Oh, silver being, $30, $35 an ounce Canadian right now. And those being collectible, that's pretty good. Did find this little guy, which is another maple leaf, but it's platinum. It's a platinum coin, which is pretty nifty. So a lot of surprises in here. We got the world's first stamp worth $150, $200 or so. We've got the silver coins. We've got all these military medals. Price to be determined on that. There's a shin plaster note, it looks like, in here. I actually didn't take this out yet, but I can see it's a shin plaster. I don't know if there's 1 or 2 in there. Let's see if we can get that out of there. That's a 25-cent paper bill. They call them shin plasters because people used to tuck them in the shins of their boots as kind of insulation because they were really worth a whole lot. And you could use it when you got wherever you're going and pay for things. Cold Canadian winters and ingenuity. But lots of silver. Oh, there's another platinum coin there too. So I got a couple of those. And there was, in this envelope I opened up, there was, I don't know, are they sequential? Yeah, they are. Sequential uncirculated Canadian dollars. At least a few of them are sequential. And we don't have dollar bills in Canada anymore. When we did, that's what they look like. And then they went to the loonie, which is just like a little bronze colored coin. So kind of neat, actually. Oh, I thought I had a loonie there. I don't. Anyway, good batch of stuff. I'm embarrassed to say what I paid for it all because I did pay I paid a fair amount of money for this stuff because I knew that when they said Colonels medals in there, I got all excited and bought this stuff. I am fairly sure I'll get my money back on the medals, and then I have all these coins I can sell too. So there will definitely be profit today, but a really fun assortment of stuff and things that I don't see every day. So pretty excited about that. So some really great stuff. The military medals went off to my friend who's a military enthusiast, former military member, and he's going to make a lovely display out of them. And as it turned out, there was the other colonel that was whose medal was included in the lot. I have no idea how that happened. was wounded in D-Day and had quite the history to him. So it was a really interesting set, plus all the coins. So in all, a really good lot. I hope you enjoyed watching today's episode. I have to get the coins ready for the auction sale, so I'm going to be doing that, getting those all ready to go for a future auction. But guys, a lot of fun as usual. I love digging through boxes like this and uncovering some lost history and getting them back in good homes. So guys, have a wonderful day. We'll see you all soon. And as always, bye for now. Oh yeah, and subscribe too. You should do that. Bye guys.